I'm all alone on the Camino. But why am I all alone? Okay, so the story begins here.
Sean's really sick, so we have to go home because even if he sleeps all day today, the next few days are all rain and he'll just keep getting sicker. So we'll have to come back and finish this another day. I'm really sad about that. I feel really bad. He had such a bad night. Best thing to do. We don't want to keep getting other people sick in the albergues. Camino Inglés will be there. We come back later, finish it.
When you get home, there's a lot of broth in the freezer. I'm really nervous to do this alone.
She's Peregrina. You're gonna do great.
Yeah. I'm sad.
Oh, it's only a couple days.
I know. I feel bad for you.
Look at you, ready to soar.
Weird decision.
It is, but I think it's the right one.
Yeah, I mean, the right one may be me going home with you.
I think you're gonna do great.
I
Soar,
mean, I even clicked my poles in. I was prepared to go home.
soar like an eagle, Peregrina. Reach the highest heights. Plumb the inner depths. Find yourself on the way. This is just your Camino now, baby.
True.
Do whatever you want.
Never walked Camino solo. I've had days where I was alone, kind of solitary.
Okay. Text me updates. I miss you.
You can put the camera down.
Okay, baby, get out there. You're already a little late.
I'm gonna give you an air hack. It's 9 a.m. I made the decision to keep walking. And while I only have about 25 kilometers to go today, I wanted to get there before 3 o'clock when it's supposed to start pouring rain. So this is strange. I've never been alone on a Camino. I already miss Sean. This is weird. Okay, I gotta get some miles in, some kilometers in. Let's go. "64 kilometers, all on my own." Now imagine Sean's body just walking down this road instead of these cars, because that's the Camino. Leaving Betanzos on this narrow bridge. You have to dodge traffic. Here I am, dodging traffic. Bye, Betanzos. Sean's gonna be taking these train tracks pretty soon. Taking the train home. Trying to go a little fast to make up for some lost time, but it's tough because today is pretty much an all uphill day. So we're climbing an elevation up to Bruma, going from Betanzos to Hospital de Bruma. Most people just call it Bruma. I'm in Coast, and there's apparently a split here where the official route continues along the main road. I mean, right now there's a sidewalk, but Granze said that it's kind of like right next to this like busy road, and I don't know if the sidewalk lasts. So Granze says you should take the old route, which is up this way, and I think it just follows these small roads. Now, here's my debate. I have a horrible hearing, and on a single lane road, I don't feel super safe, but maybe there's a path ahead, so I don't know. It's also 600 meters longer, and I think if I was with Sean and we left earlier, I would take this alternative because it's quieter. But because I'm alone, oh my gosh, that's a huge truck. Okay, maybe I do take the alternative. Main road that has a bar. Alternative that's quieter. Help, what should I do, people? No, just kidding, you can't weigh in. I think I'm gonna go the shorter way. I left really late. I don't need to add 600 meters, even though that'll take me like 10 minutes. Debates. Okay, here we go. Where they make all the pilgrims walk on concrete forever and ever and ever. A couple things going through my mind. Now, talk about the pros and cons of concrete. Pros, if it's raining, feet don't get muddy. Maybe it's easier to maintain. And if you are in a wheelchair or you have a stroller, easier to navigate. If you think of any more pros, please put them in the comments. Cons, my feet want to die. My knees want to die. My body hurts. I don't think humans were meant to walk 25 kilometers on concrete. It's really hard on your joints to walk long distances on concrete. If you think of more cons, put them in the comments. Although I feel really safe on this wide sidewalk so far. Pro! Stopped at the bar, had a quick cortado. They gave me a muffin. It was nice. €1.30 for a coffee and a stop. Perfect. And I think I caught up to at least a big pack of the pilgrims. So that feels better that I'm not just kind of out here alone in the last one. Maybe I can slow down a little bit now. Okay, I get it now. The sidewalk literally ends. Oh. Finally off this road. Woo! Yay, the path. My brain feels a lot better now. I'm safe. These fountains tell you how far it is to the next one. This is such a friendly Camino for the new pilgrim. Wow, that's so helpful. It's a hot one today. Look at that tear sweat. I'm just crying and crying. No, just kidding. It's just tear sweat. Actually, I'm crying because I'm all alone on the Camino. Just kidding. Sean's been texting me. He's on the train home and he is gonna get some rest and fight off whatever stomach bug he has. But it's really weird. I'm all alone on the Camino. Don't forget to stop there. That was a really great pilgrim stop. I got a refuel with some Aquarius. I made some new friends. Everyone asked about Sean, poor guy. And I get to continue to enjoy my mini solo Camino. Beautiful Galicia. More eucalyptus forest. You see how they're planted in a row? That's how you know this is all for logging. Because remember, while the forest is nice for shade, these eucalyptus trees are not native. They are planted for paper pulp. Farmers lease their land to the paper producers or the logging companies, and the logging companies take care of everything. And a lot of the forest fires in Galicia are because of these trees. Again, I'm talking when I'm going uphill. Bad idea. Whew. This is perfect. We have a restaurant over here and a bar over here. I don't know if they have food yet because it's like 12:30, but let's go take a look. There's also a whole picnic area here, and because Sean gave me all of his food, I'm gonna have my food that I'm carrying because it's really heavy. A little salty. No more to camera. I'm gonna sit on your point of view. So overall today it's mostly just climbing up. There's been fairly gradual in most sections, and then there's these short bursts of just, oh, they really get your muscles firing and your lungs on fire. Feels really good. Getting closer. I'm almost at the highest point on the path. That is A Coruña. Wow, what a view. The trail. 460 meters, highest point on Camino Inglés. It's all downhill from here. I think my dirt path is ending, but I've really enjoyed the last few kilometers on this really nice path. But looks like there's a road again, which means we're getting closer. Trying to beat the weather because these clouds look scary, and the weather forecast says it's going to pour rain at 3 o'clock, which is, I think, like a half an hour from now. New albergue is opening up here soon. I approve of that. And not of this busy road, because oh my, it's busy. I think this is where the routes meet from Coruña and Ferrol. 2.6 kilometers to the albergue. That's the next fountain. I think I can make it. This is an Hermitage de Saint Roch or Saint Roch or Rock, depending on the language. But he looks very similar to Santiago, but he's not Santiago because he has a plague sore on his leg and he has a dog carrying a loaf of bread. Because the legend is he survived the plague by living in a cave and this dog brought him bread. So he is important for pilgrims, but he is not Santiago. It's also a nice pilgrim stopping point here. I'm gonna push on because I feel okay. Infrastructure, agriculture, the trail. Much better. I have a little under 2 kilometers left to get to Bruma Municipal Albergue. It's almost 3 o'clock, so we'll see which beds are available. Made it. Oh, wow. I'm baby face. Oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna sit there and put my feet in. We got here and checked in, got my bunk bed, and then I immediately did my laundry because the weather is still holding and nice. So I figured let's get some clean clothes. Then I dipped my feet in the little creek here and oh, it was perfect. My feet were so swollen. It was so nice and cold. Just the perfect little moment of rest. And then I finally took a shower. So now I feel good and ready to, I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. The restaurant closes at 8, so I have to eat before that. It's gonna be an early dinner tonight, probably a really early bed. I mean, that's fine, I'm super tired. Overall, this albergue is a great municipal albergue. My only complaint is there's one toilet for each gender, and that's a minor complaint compared to everything else. Because look, there's laundry outside, the beds are nice, this really old building that's been renovated, it's got a creek. I'm a happy pilgrim. So it is now 5 p.m. and I have seen 2 different groups of people get turned away at the albergue because it's full. It's a really small one. There's only like 20 beds and there's only 2 albergues in this small town. I got here at like 3:15 and I think there were only 5 beds left when I arrived. It's the off season and it's still a crowded spot. So if you're staying in Hospital de Bruma, you really need to partake in the bed race a little bit or have a reservation somewhere, because this place is tiny. I think there's like 20 beds in Municipal Albergue, and today the routes joined from A Coruña and Ferrol, so you really don't understand how many pilgrims are on the trail until now, like right before this albergue. I think it was 2 kilometers back they joined, and the people coming from A Coruña have a much shorter day. So yeah, I wasn't expecting this place to be so crowded, because I feel like every day the albergues have gotten more and more crowded. And I don't know if that's because we're closer to Santiago or if we're closer to Palm Sunday, which is in 3 days. But today's Friday, in 2 days. But yeah, it's hard to predict the Camino sometimes. You just never know what you can expect. I'm tired, so I might go to bed pretty early. This is the door. I have an old oven because this is an old farmhouse. You can open this door. Ooh. Okay. And that was day 3. Night, pilgrims.